Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. This is Roger Gilbert. I'm reporting for International Aquafeed magazine and also Milling and Grain. I am here in Vienna, Austria, attending the DSM Aqua Days 2023. We've had 2 days of conferences, and I'm pleased to say I'm in the company of Eduardo Yamashita. And Eduardo is the Aquaculture Regional Manager for Latin America, based in Brazil. Welcome, Eduardo.
Thank you, Roger. Thank you for the interview.
Yes. And you made a presentation this morning, and you were telling us about enzymes. Can you tell us, should we be using enzymes in our feeds in aquaculture?
Yeah, that's a good question, Roger. We have many possibilities to use enzymes. So my presentation, the focus is in phytase and protease. So we have many ways to apply that. For example, if you go to pellet feed, the best way to apply there's a granulate enzyme. If you go to extruder feed, you need to use a liquid enzyme with PPLA application. However, we have the both solution to the market.
Yeah. And what's the benefit of using an enzyme in brief?
Yeah, that's just to be briefly, when you use a phytase, what you are looking for. You need to crash the phytic acid and release phosphorus. So have this possibility to decrease the phosphorus in the diet, also decrease the phosphorus to the water, and save cost. So when you're thinking about phytase, you have this possibility thinking phosphorus decreasing in the feed, phosphorus decreasing the diet, and save cost. So when you go to protease, it's a bit different because protease crash the protein and release amino acids, energy, and you have some matrix that you can use to reduce cost of feed. In the end, when you have a better absorption of amino acids, better absorption of protein, you decrease the level of nitrogen to the water.
Okay, so there's double, treble impacts. Can you use both those products in the same feed?
Yes, you can use. You have some customers that are using protease and phytase together with very good, not only in the feed reduce cost, however in performance.
And when you reduce prices, that's the feed manufacturer benefiting the price of feed, but how are you benefiting the farmer?
Yeah, you have many benefits in the farm. Performance is the one benefit that you have. You can increase the final body weight for shrimp or for tilapia or for trout. You can show. I show in my presentation that you can increase the performance of the animal. Also increase the fillet yield. So special for protease. So you can increase the quantity of fillet yield that the farm could have using a protease. Also, the reduce of phosphorus and nitrogen in the water. So with better water, you have a better quality of production in aquaculture.
Yeah. And do you think this is answering the question of sustainability in fish feed production or fish feed farming?
Yeah, that is the topic that they are discussed a lot here, especially in dsm-firmenich. We are always talking about sustainability. So our solution has a link with sustainability. So you have this matrix that you can use. However, you can prove that inside a special program that called Sustel that you can use to that, to prove to the customer that you can bring some solution together with sustainability.
And I'll ask you about Sustel in a minute because I'm very interested in that platform. But before we get to that, is there a return on investment, or is there? You showed a couple of slides this morning in your presentation where you suggested that there's savings to be made in the cost of feed production. Can you elaborate a little bit on that?
Yes. I simulate some trials and some formulation using the matrix that you supposed to use in a farm, a feed plant, and the save it's around between $7 to $13 per ton. So if you think in a tilapia formulation, that is a lot, around 1.52% of the cost of the formula. So you can save that, you can save this money to the feed plant. If you get the ROI is very positive ROI, because You just apply that and save money in the end. No?
Yeah. And you can obviously pass that cost savings on to the farmer.
Yes. And that's a good thing, because maybe if you get the approach, other kind of additive, maybe you can need to work in the raw in the end, or mortality or survival or better quality fillet. However, with enzymes, you can have the bottom line, saving the bottom line. You are saving cost of formulation. So that's a different approach, of enzymes.
Yeah. And I think this is where Sustel comes in, because Sustel is being operated by the farmer, I would imagine, rather than the feed company. And he's then asking the feed company to possibly use an enzyme in the feed. Is that how you see it working?
Yeah, Sustel is not only the farm, but you can use the Sustel in the feed plant, in the farm, the process plant. You are developing the Sustel, for shrimp. Now we have a very good group, in Ecuador that start to use the group, Almar group. So we start to develop the Sustel for shrimp, and for salmon that's already done. So you have this whole approach with our solution together with the farm or feed plant to give an aquaculture more sustainable.
So for those who are coming to Sustel for the first time, what does it actually do?
Yes, the Sustel can do to the owner of the farm or for the feed production, the whole. Sorry.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah.
Is it to do with sustainability and global or environmental impact?
Yeah, the global environmental impact, but is a carbon footprint, for example. You can measure the total carbon footprint that you have in the feed, in the process, in the feed plant, or in the farm. So that is a complete approach, not a holistic approach, from sustainability inside of the company.
Right. So farmers and feed manufacturers are able to make decisions about the sustainability of the products or the raw materials they're using.
Yeah, not only the farm, the feed process plant. However, you need to go further. You go to the client, to the customer that will consume this shrimp or this salmon. Okay. So that will be the approach on that, because the customer that buys some fillet or buy shrimp would like to understand about sustainability.
Okay. And are you able to convince farmers in particular to look more closely at the benefits from enzymes?
Yes. You start to approach. Start for more than 5 years working about with enzymes in aquaculture, and now we start to do more information and spread the information not only for farm but for feed plant or for all the value chain.
And finally, final question, how have you found the audience today? Are they receptive to these ideas?
Yeah, it's a lot of questions. Have you seen that the people is very interesting, not only in the save of cost, but thinking the sustainability that enzyme can bring.
Yeah. Excellent. Well, thank you, Eduardo. Thank you very much for joining us, and best of luck with the rest of the event.
Thank you, Roger. Enjoy it.
Thank you.
Thank you.